Hey guys, what's up? Hey everybody, look at all the people here. We got people down there. There's someone over there and someone down over there somewhere. Man, it's a party here at Comics Elite today. So let's get some people show up in here, and I'm gonna let Drew do the introductions because Drew, this guy here, he set this whole thing up for you guys. So hope you grab a copy, Max. Well, I hope you can grab a copy too. You better go to the website. I have a very limited pre-sale right now on the website. So if you want to go to the website, try to get some, you need to go like right now because emails just went out and push notifications just went out and we're live right now. So right behind us, comicselitecomics.com, and you can get your copy. We do a limited pre-sale of all of our exclusives. Just to give you guys a chance, if you can't go to New York, you can get in there and try to get a copy. But man, they sell out super fast. Okay. So Drew, I'm going to let you do the introductions and start the talking about everything. I'm going to run downstairs and I got to make sure the website's okay. So I'll be right back. Okay. So Drew, introduce who these great people are with us right now.
Okay, Shawn will be right back, everyone. So don't worry.
Right back.
Yes.
They don't care about me.
Okay. Yeah. So to our right, first I want to introduce to actually, there we go. That right. Eric Peterson, the co-creators of Space Bastards. Eric, you want to say hi to everyone in the chat?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Awesome. And below Eric, the other half of Space Bastards, the other co-creator, Joe Aubrey. Joe?
Hello. Good to see everybody.
And right below us, the man, the myth, and the legend we worked with many times and worked on this beautiful masterpiece right here, Mr. Frank Uzen. Frank. Yeah, everybody say Frank. So this is the first we got Frank on we got first time talking to Frank live. You know, I think it's the first time Frank's ever done this here at Comics Elite. And this is our first time chatting with Eric and Joe at the same time. So it's great to have all you guys here.
Steamed panel.
So not only did you get Derek Robertson, guys, but you got Simon Bisley to work with you guys. It's you got and Frank Uzen. How did you manage to get Simon Bisley and Derek Robertson to work with you guys? I'm trying to figure that out, how that happened.
Yeah, I don't know either. I know Derek just from kind of the convention circuit, and I've been a fan of stuff like Transmetropolitan and The Boys since I was like way younger. And Joe and I hit a point where we'd first made Space Bastards short films, which were not great, and then we were like, this would work way better as a comic. We could do way more instead of always kind of hacking ourselves off at the knees. And we kind of did a prototype there with Gabbo, and then we were like, it would be a dream come true if Derek, out of everybody, was kind of helping us create the visual look of this universe. And timing was right. It worked out with Derek, which was certainly amazing. In terms of Simon, literally walked up to Simon at a bar and just said, "Are you Simon Bisley?" And he said, yeah, I'm Simon Bisley. And I said, I just want to say, man, your work means the world to me. I've been reading 2000 AD since I was like 13 and you're just amazing. And then he was like, no, don't go, like have a seat with us. And I hung out with him until, I don't know, like 4 a.m. or something. We just hit it off real well.
Wow.
And I was in Heathrow Airport when I got the yes, like I had asked and said, would you consider doing an issue for us? And he said, yeah. And so I'll remember that, I think, forever.
That's awesome. And Jeremy Daugherty, yes, it's such a great book. Love it. So funny. You're right, Jeremy. It is hysterical. You're correct.
Thanks, Jeremy.
You're right. Yes. So, Joe, I was doing some research on you, Joe. And is it true that you're a certified psychiatrist?
I am. By day, I'm a psychiatrist.
So
board certified.
Board certified psychiatrist. Okay, so how does one go from being a board certified psychiatrist to co-writing this series? That is mind-blowing right now.
That doesn't seem like a very natural progression.
Yeah. I mean, it's all in the company you keep. If you hang out with Eric, I mean, he when he was making those videos, he was like, he he needed somebody to help with just kind of hold stuff or stand in the background or wear a kooky costume or whatever. And it was a nice relief from my usual job to make movies and do that stuff. And then after a while, when we started thinking about doing it as a comic, or we were rewriting the scenes or whatever, it was a great relief and a great way to kind of blow off steam. I mean, during my job all day, I just kind of sit and listen to people and I do my thing. But it's a great way to express myself in a way that I don't get to in my work, and it's a the perfect way for me to let off steam and just relieve stress and decompress. And
I can see that writing that could be pretty therapeutic. I guess.
Yeah,
I love it. It's so shame on me. I haven't read this issue yet. I'm a little behind, but it's all the other ones so far. Every week it comes out. It's in our top 10.
Look at that!
Hey,
Yeah, I'm a fan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great read.
It's got that
Enjoyed it
thing
a lot.
that we always say. Oh, this guy here's a fan. Jeremy likes it.
Yep. We should.
Yep. It's super good. Yeah, we recommend it to everybody every chance we get. It's just I can't say enough about it. It's such a welcome relief from. It's all the stuff that Marvel and DC probably wish they could do at one point or another. Like, I see the main character, the one on the cover here. He's kind of like,
Manicorn.
What Lobo could maybe be if they let him off the chain a little bit. Like Lobo uncensored, what he really should be. Kind of. That's kind of a good way to describe, for me anyway. I don't want to insult describing one of your creations like that, but that's kind of how I see him anyway. I think he's what DC and Marvel writers wish they could do. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. I think it's great. At the same time, though, too, like there's been some great, like Joe and I both love like the Punisher Max run by Garth Ennis and all that stuff. So there's definitely some stuff out there, some rated R stuff that I think the big two have done. But Joe and I do think we don't really have any limits here with Space Bastards. We can kind of do whatever we want. So yeah.
No, that's great, and it's great that the publishers, they're not holding you back at all. You can just do what you do as you will.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I was going to ask, what was Mark Waid's reaction initially when he got this series? When he saw it, was he fully on board? Was he like, "Hey, you might want to tamper this down a little bit"? Was he all just go for it?
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been any situation where Mark's been like, "Hey, we can't do this." I don't know, Joe, unless you can think of something.
No, even from the beginning, he's like, "Guys, this is so on point. This is so on brand for us." That was like the first word out of his mouth.
Wow, that's awesome.
Which is incredible. And those guys over there have said we've heard this is the most humanoids book that humanoids has made in the last few years, and I've heard that kind, which I'm not so sure that's the case, but Mark has been really. He's just been completely behind it, and he just lets us do whatever we want, which is great.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's awesome.
I think he made the intro. Yeah, the book.
Yeah, he did the preface and forward and the
he's in hold from your.
Now I need to get the trade.
Yeah, I wish Mark could have been here to chat with us about this because that'd been fun too.
Mm-hmm. Mark's great.
So Frank, while we got you on. Did you know the series when we asked you to do the cover, or did you go and research it for the cover?
No, I never heard of it, but it doesn't mean anything because besides Marvel and DC and some image stuff, I'm not so aware of what we are doing today. But I was happy to discover this one, and it's very, very good characterization and design was very fun. I just took a look on the website. I saw I thought they were the main characters. So they just told me they need like a zombie version or something like this, and I just ran with it. I have the original here if you want to see it.
You do. Oh yes,
Nice.
yes.
It's so good.
Let's show it.
Show it. I want to see those pencils. I don't think I've ever seen the pencils without the colors.
In the beginning, I just I started with this prelim. I think you can see it.
Oh,
Nice.
Sorry about the bad reflection.
Nice.
And the character, there were too much upper, so I made it another. This is the original.
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna take it
That
out
is-
for the sleep.
Oh.
So we have a
So many lines.
better look.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you broke up for a minute. Hold it back up there again. So
Yeah, hey, Frankie, pull it back up
I'm not
again.
gonna
You-
do
you-
like Jim Lee when the guy spilled the soup. If you saw this
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
On
that
the
set up.
X-Men.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, the top other one.
so funny. Though.
That's funny. So I'm
Wow.
just trying. Okay, this is.
Focus. Come on, focus.
There you go. Yeah, move
There
it
we go.
slow. There you go.
Yeah.
Cam is having a hard time trying to take in all those lines.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like the Ark of the Covenant, like StreamYard doesn't want to like.
Yeah, if you can't see it, yeah.
Um,
Dries.
Oh my God.
That's amazing. That's so good.
Yeah, I think it was the most challenging piece I ever did because of the number
Wow.
of characters. I'm not so used to do so many characters, but somehow it
Yeah.
flowed really easily. And I think I did it like in. a day
It's
or
hard to
something.
it's hard to count the characters because they're all smashed and ripped in
Yeah.
half.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Yeah, I'm super happy with this one. I'm gonna put it for sale, but for such an amount that I'm never gonna sell it. So I will keep it.
Don't tell Shawn that.
Yeah.
That's like the I don't want to sell it price, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
$12,000.
some guys asking for the cover art I did for Shawn and his team, but there are some
it's-
stuff and
it's great.
maybe
No, you've done some great
quite
covers
a
for
bit
us, man.
attached to the. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we're
it's
very
hard
happy
to
Very happy to
depart
have you
from
on this. I felt like this cover
Yeah.
just the series matched your art style perfectly, and the cover is
No,
great.
thank
Like,
you, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
I'm super happy with it, and
I am
I really
too.
enjoyed the book. Again, really, I'm waiting for the next volume, and so. I want
Yeah,
to
he's
see
like, I want to know what happens.
So do we. We want to.
I want to know what happens.
Yeah. And speaking of that, like, do you guys have how far out is the series planned? Do you have an endpoint in mind, or are you just going to just keep going with it, or?
Yes and no. So I got to be careful what I'm allowed to say here. What I'm not. So I don't want to spoil anything. We have an endpoint in mind. At the same time, too, there's also kind of, I think, the reality of it, which is like, okay, every single issue costs money to produce and everything, and we have to be pretty strategic, I think, about what we do going forward.
Yeah.
So I don't have like a real number for you. I can't say like, hey, there's X amount of issues left, really. But I will tell you this, is that you do have, there's some stuff around the bend here, I think, that I'm really excited for everybody to see.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
It could go on a long time. I mean, although we have an endpoint, it potentially, I mean, we can fill in for quite some time between where we are now and that endpoint. That's just kind of the ideal ending that we've kind of thought about. But there's countless scenarios that we can come up with, and the characters are good. We can always bring more characters in, and it's just a really fun world to play with. And like I say, it's very cathartic for both of us. And it's been great to do. We don't want to stop doing it.
No.
So
Yeah.
Don't
No,
stop.
don't
I want it to
stop,
go
no.
forever. Just keep going forever. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you have any plans to publish it in France, or because the Humanoids is French based? Yeah.
The trade paperback in just came out in France. It came out on September the 1st in France. It's available, and it's actually
right.
a little different than the trade paperback that we have. The English version. It's a different set of the stories. Different
it's not the
cover.
same stories? The cover? Or
Yeah,
just the format?
it's in a different order. It's told in a different
yeah.
order. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, there's like,
I'm gonna check it the next time I'm going to France. Like I said before, I'm originally from France and just moved 20 years ago here, so I'm pretty familiar with les humanoïdes associés.
Yes.
The name in French. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's legendary in France. Just to
Oh wow, that's cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, you can read, there's reviews online, and they've been really kind to us, and they really review it, at a level that I mean, they're very, very precise and in depth.
The French people about the comics are pretty picky. So if you're getting good reviews, I think it's also it means it's really good.
Yeah.
Well done.
I absolutely love it.
Give it a shot. Everything looks okay on my end. Comics.com, give it a try. Everything seems to be okay. I'll double check.
So with so many characters in this series, guys, like I'm sure each of you has to have like your own favorite in mind, or like one or two favorites. So like Eric, which one's your favorite character, or who are your three favorite characters?
All of them? No, I don't know. I mean, I think if you were to take like Joe's mind, or like the shadier parts of Joe's mind and my mind, and then just like take a hammer to it and like splinter that stuff up, there's like a little piece of them that ends up in all these characters. Roy, I'll tell you, Roy is probably the most fun for me to write. I love writing his dialogue. That speech at the I don't know. I think I just spoiled my own comic. The thing that happens at the beginning of this issue.
Yes.
That whole thing was written maybe, I mean, way at the beginning. Like.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that was like that Roy speech is kind of it comes from way back, and it comes from deep down too. I think it's maybe like I think I maybe said something really similar when I was really drunk or something like a decade ago. But
now I'm very much regretting not reading it.
He's the most fun to write, and I think he's also he's got like a surprising amount of depth that I don't think I even really realized at the beginning. I would say maybe, I don't know. It's a tie for me, I think, between Wayne and Davey. I like Davey a lot, but Wayne has turned into one of my favorites to write as well. Yeah.
I was just thinking of Roy, like, is it issue 2? I think it's issue 2 or 3 when we find like the origin of how he takes
over. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm dying laughing.
It's a fun character. It's
legendary.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah.
I enjoyed a lot David, because he's the guy who is losing it, so he has nothing to lose anymore. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
About the design, Manicorns, it's great.
Yeah, Manicorn's great.
It's like the Hulk, but much more wider, I think. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Joe, who would you say are some of your favorites?
Really cool to draw.
I like Colto actually a lot. He's a minor character, up to now, but the guy with the hook hand, the space pirate guy.
Yeah.
I like Leroy a whole lot, and we kind of find out more about Leroy in this most recent issue. Leroy Palestine, he's been in the service a little longer. You see him in issue 1 and glimpse him, and then you see him again in issue 3, and he's got an interesting diversion in this issue.
Sean's reading it right now.
Yeah. And I just enjoy writing him, but Zordak and Manicorn are fun to write. Davies fun to write. They're all enjoyable. I think those two guys I've tried to focus on a little bit more, and I have started to focus on a little more as we've kind of moved along. And we've got some one-shot stories, that focus more on them. Awesome. That you haven't seen yet, perhaps, unless you have the hardcovers.
Yep, which are right here, which you can still purchase on Indiegogo right now, right?
Our website, spacebastards.com, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that page that you're actually looking at right now, when Joe and I were talking about that, I was at a day job, and I was on a smoke break, and I just kept laughing to myself about it. And like my colleagues, my coworkers, who are all extremely way more normal people than I am, they're like, "What are you laughing about?" And I was like, "Let me tell you this story beat." No laughs. There's no way I can like repeat that verbally to like somebody and like they'll get it. You just have to see it on the page, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. They're like, why do you think that's funny? And I'm like, it's really funny to me.
Yeah, yes.
And it builds character. It's like a big, I think less so than it being funny. It's just one of these things where with such an antagonistic or like an anti-hero kind of character like Leroy, it's kind of nice to see this other side to him. You know?
It's so quotable. like just I can't stop laughing. This one like this kid, he goes, "What the fuck is a peep drag?" I'm fucking dying over here. Read this. Oh my god. Oh man. And like, you're not even four word bubbles in. He's like, I clawed my way out of a bed covered in naked females. Like that's part of his inspirational speech.
Eric goes, let me have that speech. I just want to do that speech. Let me take a crack at it, and I'm like, all right, and he comes back. It took like, it was like a day and a half, and he just sends me this giant email, and that was the first line. Like I crawled my way out of a bed pile of naked females. And I was like, what the fuck? What the
and
fuck?
I did it, by the way, just for the record. That it wasn't like real life inspiration. No.
Sure, we understand. We get it.
Yeah.
That's what you said. Like you think you actually gave that speech or had that with you. Like that would have been a great night.
Yeah.
It's I mean it's altered slightly, but that's almost like the first draft of that speech. I mean, I barely had to. We didn't do anything to that really. It just came out of Eric one evening.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my god,
that's impressive.
Does Derek is pretty involved in the story too, or it's just about the art thingy, or?
Yeah, I think Derek was really super instrumental in like the very first draft of, I think, issue 1 or maybe even issue 1 through 3 or something that we gave him, like just volumes of notes. Just, hey, I've been around the block a little bit. This is kind of my initial feedback, and it really did help to have just kind of an accomplished set of fresh eyes on it, and then taking a step back and kind of restructuring it. There's a lot of stuff in that first issue that I think are some of people's favorite moments now that didn't exist, I think, before Derek's feedback. So notes and stuff, yeah. There was like some early stuff I think that we were kind of doing just because I had done comics before, but at more of an independent level. But other than that, I was primarily a screenwriter. Mm-hmm. And so there was a few things I think that Derek and even some of the other artists as well were kind of like, yeah, man, don't do this. Like, fix this stuff. So it was good.
It's awesome. It's so funny.
Do you think he has a chance to turn into a TV show or an animation or something like this? Because
I hope so.
It's pretty inside the field now.
I would love it. Yeah, I would absolutely.
Yeah, the boys were amazing as a TV show, and the Invincible series.
It's either a great idea or like the worst idea ever to try to make it.
It would have to be HBO Max, Netflix.
But maybe like an animation, like the Invincibles. It's another creators, but because of the kind of violent and the things you can permit to do, animation stuff, it would be great. I think it can be awesome.
There's way smarter men than me out there.
Now the market is much more open to work this kind of stuff pretty fast, I think. So,
true.
Hopefully.
Maybe they sure are gonna reach to, because they're looking for all the Marvel and DC stuff. It's already covered up by Disney or Warner Bros. So they're looking for not the indies, but maybe smaller publishers, just to have new brand ideas to bring it to the silver screen or the TV show.
Yeah, I hope. Like, every time that like a rated R comic property does well, like even stuff like Deadpool, even though that's kind of totally unrelated to us, I always kind of get excited. And obviously with the boys, I love Derek
Invincible.
and Garth. I love what they've done.
Yeah.
But anytime I see that market like grow for kind of like adult comic book stuff or mature readers comic book stuff on the screen, I'm a major advocate for that. So
the market's there. I mean, it's people want I mean, look at us. The people buying comics, they're dudes between the age of 25 and 50. I could even push that
That's
even more
us.
specific, about 35 to 50. That's that's the comic book market. I talk about it all the time. I mean, that's who I market to. I mean, I know.
No,
can
it's
look at
hard to convert the kids to nowadays.
Yeah.
I have a son, 13 years old, doesn't have any interest in the comics world. Nothing.
My son does. My son's 6, and he does, but he's just like, it's all the Marvel and DC stuff. I know he knows I make comics, but he doesn't know what. Like, I don't. I make sure that all of my copies of Space Bastards are out of his reach.
Yeah, right. So Nerdette read it based on Drew's recommendation. She seems to like it. That's cool.
Good.
See, she's the exception to the norm, Nerdette. You're not in the target market, but you're right there.
Thanks for giving it a try.
Yeah. I'm glad you picked it up for real.
Nice one.
Lisa's another one. She's a big comic fan. Yep. So there's 2 of them right there to disprove my theory right off the bat. So somebody asked earlier, Brandon. So you can buy it from the website. We are going to do a live sale after this, probably about 7:30, 8-ish. I will have very few copies available on the live sale for pre-sale, but that's it. I got to show the live sale guys some love too with the New York Comic Con pre-sales. So yeah, they will be up here soon. 67. Oh, yep. There's
there we go.
All the exceptions. Yeah.
Everyone's traveling to NYCC.
If I live to be 67, I'll be reading comics still too. What was that, Frank? Did you say something? I thought you said something. I cut you off.
Everyone's gonna be at NYCC.
I will.
Yeah,
Drew will. Eric, you're traveling.
Yeah, so we'll have a booth in Artist Alley for Space Bastards. People can buy the hardcovers there. Please find us. I know Artist Alley is like on a different floor of the convention center, which kind of makes me nervous. But seek us out, and then I don't know if you guys want me to say anything or whatever, but
we'll have you at the booth at certain times. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
There we go. We're gonna have. Hey, Eric will be at our booth. Eric will be at the Comics Elite booth.
We'll drag you up from the basement.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the MC1 one in London. So
nice.
I will get my comps, and so I'll show it around.
Nice. Awesome.
Space Blasters. So you have a representation in London too.
Yep.
Very cool.
I miss it. I miss it so much.
Well, it's my first time over there.
Oh, really?
Don't sell your comps right away, or else you're gonna.
Yeah, I wanted to travel to the US, but it's quite difficult maybe to get into the.
Yeah.
Whenever I read a comic like this, I expect the writers to be like, look like crack addicts, basically. I expect the writers to be like all disheveled, maybe going live from under a bridge, holding up their phone, like, "Hey guys,"
Bottle of Jack. It's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, you guys actually look like normal humans.
I look like that what you just described like half the time. You just caught me on a good day.
Oh, yeah.
This is a real good day. Real good lighting for Eric. Yeah.
Yeah. Joe always yells at me. He's like, every time, like half the videos I make, he's like, you look like you're the Joker in Dark Knight making those like hostage videos and stuff. You're just walking around the camera.
Real close to the camera and stuff.
Yeah.
The Joker hostage videos.
It's high praise.
Thanks, man.
Better than Cesar Romero. I'll take that. Yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Well, hey guys, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Not gonna hold you guys hostage all night. It's a fantastic series, guys. If you're not reading Space Bashers, go get it. It's you will not regret it. This issue, I just read about half of it, and I can't stop laughing. What the fuck is a poop strike?
And Frank, you have an Instagram, right? For your art, you have a.
Yeah, sure. You please have a look. Maybe maybe you can share it here. I don't know.
Yeah, I can. What is it?
At Frank with CK Uzan UZAN FRANCK UZAN.
All right, there it is in the comments. Yeah, go follow Frank's stuff, guys. You won't
Thank
regret
you, guys.
it. I've been a fan of his stuff for years.
Yeah,
we're
we're
so
working
happy
with
that you're
with
able to
Shawn
do
for
this.
years.
Yeah,
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 from the beginning.
yeah. Yep. It's been a long time.
It's a
I
long
still
time.
have,
Yeah,
I still have an exclusive print of Frank's hanging in my
That's
store.
right.
Yeah.
I got original art.
yeah. It was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
We started with Prince,
Yeah.
and no, it's awesome. It's awesome because you're building like community all over the world. Doesn't matter where you sit. So
Yep.
it's amazing. It's amazing.
I
But
agree.
I'm gonna try to travel more. The COVID situation, like everyone else, just stuck us.
Everyone's stuck.
Yeah.
it's
So
gonna
we're
be the
just
most-
starting the season again.
Yep.
And like I said, I will be in the MC in London, and I think for 2022, I'll come again to the US. So I'll be
Nice.
happy
Nice.
to meet you again, Sean, and
Yeah.
all the guys. Drew,
Come to
Kim.
San Diego, Frank.
Yeah.
If I can get in, I would travel. It's just really hard to get into the Read Pop conventions. You have to know someone, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've got a military body bag I can probably fit you in, and probably ship you overseas.
He's a large man.
Yeah, but I have the stuff I have to bring with me. So
Yeah. Frank's not a small dude. He's like 6
Yeah,
foot
yeah.
something. He's like,
yeah, we'll find a solution. But yeah, it's our journey. It's okay.
you're
We'll
probably
meet
the largest
again
person in all of
soon.
France when you live there.
So maybe you can visit us in Israel. So the comic scene, it's like super small,
Sure, I'll be
You're
right
really
there.
selling us on it.
Yeah.
but it's growing. It's growing. It's growing. But I think for yourself to be, there is a good Comic Con in Paris. I did it 2 times. It's really good. So you could get there.
Yeah, I have people ask me to go to the overseas ones all the time. It's a logistical nightmare. But yeah, once COVID's over, and if it's ever over, things are slowly getting back to normal. So like, hey, we're going to New York.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get over soon. We have to live with it and make all the, the control they need to get in.
Yeah,
We'll do what we have to do.
Adapt and overcome.
I agree. That's what we're doing. Well, hey, thanks, guys. I really appreciate your time. Eric, Joe, Frank, appreciate you guys being here. Drew, thanks for getting this set up with everybody.
Pleasure.
Thanks for the invite.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thanks for the opportunity too.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Love
Thank
working
you.
on all those characters.
Thank you for your hard work. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Sean,
thank you guys.
Sean,
Amazing.
before I
I
go-
really dig the series, and I can't wait to read.
Nice. Go ahead, Eric. What was that?
Thanks, Frank.
I was going to say, before I go, can I give like a little bit of Comics Elite, history and context about how I know you?
Uh-oh, I'm afraid.
So, in 2019, I went to New York Comic Con. That was my last one. Obviously, didn't go last year. And you had Ryan Brown out signing, who is a friend of mine. And so I would hang around your booth, basically just bugging Ryan and you guys. But I didn't really know you at all. And then that day was when I ended up kind of having, contractual discussions with humanoids, which ended up turning into Space Bastards and everything. And that same night, I went out with you and your family and Ryan, and we partied it up a little bit. And I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but he's got a cool family. I like this dude or whatever. Flash forward like 2 years, and Joe is telling me, yeah, we're doing this variant cover with Comics Elite, and it's really cool. And I'm like, well, that sounds good. I'm all for variant covers and all this. And I'm kind of watching all of this stuff sort of adapt and evolve into what it is now. And it's super awesome. Thank you so much, Frank. And then like right at the 0 hour, like last week, I go to Joe and I'm like, I know Shawn. Like Shawn's that guy that like I hung out with 2 years ago. And Joe's like, how come he just chastises me for how bad my memory is all the time. So in any case, I just wanted to say Comics Elite was actually there really in a way on like day 1 of Space Bastards.
That's
getting
super cool.
pushed out to the world. So thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it.
I remember we were at this bar, and it was I'll tell a little bit more. So it was like a Marvel party.
Right.
And Ryan, it was upstairs. You had to have an invite, and I couldn't. You had to be a super cool kid to go, and I couldn't. Obviously, I couldn't go. But Ryan was like, he basically begged us to go. This is Ryan Brown we're talking about, guys. He he's like, you in his Irish accent, I do it terrible. He's like, you got to go with me. Like, I don't want to go by myself. You know, like, he's like, I don't know anyone there. He's like, please go. And I was like, all right, I'll go. So me and my wife Kimberly, we tagged along with him. Kimberly's like, I don't care. Is there a bar there? I'll go. I don't know. So we went there and we basically had to kick him upstairs. We're like, will you go upstairs? And like, I have a bunch of friends I saw go up there too. It was like Ali Granov, I know him, and some other guys, and they were going upstairs. And it's like, hey guys, what's going on? I'm like, come on. I was like, how can you guys go? Oh yeah, they know what's going on. So we finally kicked Ryan upstairs, and not even 10, 15 minutes later, he's back down. He's like, I don't know anyone up there, and it's no fun. I want to stay down here with you and have some drinks, you know. I was like, will you go upstairs? Like, this is the Marvel party. Like, this is the place to be. And you didn't want to go. But I remember we were downstairs talking with you, and you were like, yeah, I got some stuff going on. You're like, I can't really talk about it, but I remember you did mention that you had some stuff happening for you. So
it was this. Yeah, it was this book.
Like, that's awesome. Like, that's such a cool story, you know?
Yeah,
really
it just
cool.
comes full circle. It's crazy. Ryan Brown, to this day, has my favorite laugh of all time. I can't imitate it, but he's if he could be like across the entire convention hall, and if he laughs, you'll hear him. Like, you'll know he's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. He landed. We flew him in from Ireland, and he'd been to the States before, but he got in, and we took an Airbnb. We parked in this garage because I hate New York. I'm sorry, but New York. We finally got to this parking garage, parked, and then we walking back to Airbnb, and he's like, I'm really hungry. I was like, okay, let's find somewhere to go. And I swear we tried to go everywhere, and we took the first place we went to take was with an Irish pub. We bring the guy from Ireland to an Irish pub, and I was like, don't hate me, man. I was like, I'm sorry, but we're going here to eat. It wasn't like deep dish pizza or something, you know, real American, like a big greasy burger with an egg on it and bacon or something. It was literally to an Irish pub.
It's funny. Anyways, I had to share it. I just thought it was just the funniest thing in the world to me that, you know, that you guys were there, like, right, actually, when this stuff was kind of getting finalized and
if I'm not
like
mistaken,
congealed into these books now. So
I heard that we're like the only ones that have done a variant for Space Bastards. I think I don't know if that's true or not.
We have had issue 1 had a variant that Humanoids secured with Dan Panosian. That was the the Blacklight variant.
Yes, yeah.
And then there was a Derek Robertson variant, B variant that he did new artwork for, and that's it. I mean, there's been no other. This is the only other extra
for store exclusive.
Yeah, this is it. It's you guys. It's store exclusive, but then it's exclusive. I mean, this is it for variants. Everybody always asks us if we have variants. We got to have variant. You know, you guys are it. This is it.
And I love it's only 200 and 100, so it's probably one of the most limited printings out there I could imagine. So yeah, makes you super happy. Awesome. I love it.
We're so happy you guys did it. We're happy to have Frank on board here with this. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a good time, man. I love it. Again, I can't wait to read this again. I'm dying laughing reading it. Like, oh man, just in the whole scenario around that too. Like, oh my god, like. My mom made me go to the factory. Like, oh man,
it's just like heavyweights on crack.
I can show you something else, because before we get the right colorist for the cover, we gave it to someone else, someone that I felt is pretty good, and I think he is good, but he didn't get the characters at all. I told him to check all the color guides and everything you can find online, like I did. And so he gave us this one. Trying to show it to you.
Oh, that's terrible.
See it?
Yeah.
It looks like a disco.
I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know what he did with the background, and it's a pity because the guy he has more than skills, and is well known at.
It's good technique. It just looks kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, but this one I don't know what happened. I told him
he's off.
Communication was dead, I think.
You know, sometimes the process of making these, I mean, you guys know better than making a comic and then getting the art right and getting the colors right, getting the cover right. I mean, sometimes the back and forth, you know, you should hear the things you guys know, again, the things you say sometimes, you know, you're like, the hips look weird in proportion to the, and someone's like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, we're making a comic book. Oh, okay. Or when you say something like, I don't think that they should be blown up on this page. They should have their head cut off on this page and then blown up, and then the girl will have this, and you're like, what? You're like, these are real conversations you get to have when you're making comics. It's fun, but
it's like doubly true with Space Bastards. Like I never thought of this before, but it would be funny for us to just search through our emails and pull every weird change that we've ever had to say. The groin on this animal is too big, or it needs to be moved to the left, or whatever. You know what I mean?
More wrinkly.
Right.
That's a cover. That's a cover right there. A cover of just the text going, just going back and forth.
Of all
that's the cover.
Yeah. Does you make fun of the Marvel design covers when they have the character designs on them? Be like, called the design script cover and put all those weird quotes in there. That'd be hilarious. You probably have to black bag it though.
Yeah.
The redacted cover.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be hilarious. No, that'd be really cool. Mm-hmm. That'd be really cool. Space Bastard sayings.
Yeah.
Hey guys, again, thanks a lot, man. We'll stay and shoot the shit all night, but I'll let you guys go. You have to go make more Space Bastards.
Yes, please.
Get back to work, you guys. We want more of this.
Leave the camera on. I just want to watch you read the rest of the issue. Actually.
I'm dying. Oh man, I'm dying. We should do that'd be so fun to do I have no time. I have no time at all.
Yeah.
It's something me and Drew would love to do. Is you see these guys do like comic reviews, and they just like pull up some of the pages and they kind of go through the comic, a week or so after it's out, and just kind of go through it and basically read the comic to somebody. I was like, God, I would love to do that with some of the comics that we love. And I was like, imagine doing it wouldn't be monetized ever, and you wouldn't be able. YouTube would probably block 90% of it. But just imagine doing a live read of Space Bastards. It'd be so cool.
I would love. We need to find somebody who does like a good Morgan Freeman or Christopher Walken impression. Through Space Bastards issue 1. Yeah.
I'd like to see Kyle do it. Kyle's got a great laugh. Like he breaks when he's talking about it, like in those, and it's so damn funny. And his face gets red and he's losing it. And he is hilarious. That guy it's really, really funny.
It's genuine. It's like, and I have such a sick sense of humor. They're both military. I'm prior law enforcement. So I have that dark sense of humor. And this just, it scratches me right where I itch, and it's perfect. I love it.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's perfect. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's genuine.
I can't praise enough. The week it comes out, it stands out from everything else on the shelf.
Yes.
And it brings that levity with violence and sick sense of humor and just the off the wall shit that you would be like, oh my God, some of the shit that you wish you could say sometimes and you can't say it. It's in here, guys.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
Like I said before we went live, Garth Ennis would be proud of this work. He
100%.
would, yes.
That's
Thanks.
high praise. I'm such a huge fan of stuff, as you guys said you are too. So yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I think I mentioned that when I first read it. I said I thought Garth Ennis wrote this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I was reading a Garth Ennis book. Like, this is crazy how awesome it is.
My head is just swelling slowly, guys.
and again, that's we were going through like our top 10 books. Like my top 10 series, I recommend somebody to read, and Preacher's like right up there is one of them.
Me too.
And so we don't say that lightly. We don't just throw names out there without meaning it. Just hats off to you guys for creating such an amazing story. And it's one of those things where when I can't wait to have a nice big thick omnibus of it sitting on my shelf and give it to somebody someday and be like, here you go, read this.
Like one of these.
Yes. This. I wouldn't give that to anybody to read because I would never get it back. But yeah, just again, guys, congrats and thank you so much. I love the cover, Frank. You nailed it. I feel like you captured it with the series in there, and yeah, when you look at doing another one, maybe. So yeah, very cool.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. It was a pleasure
to meet you.
to meet you.
Hey, don't forget, like I always say, buy what you like, collect what you want. But I'm gonna throw that out the window. You need to go buy this. All right, guys. Thanks for your time, everybody. Eric, Joe, Frank, and these two knuckleheads. Thanks, guys. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.